Hey everyone, so I'm back again with another video. This time around I have some more DVD pickups to share with you guys. I actually have a whole bunch of stuff here, not just DVDs. I also have some Blu-rays and even some laser discs this time around. But I'm going to start out with the DVDs first, and actually the most expensive item is going to be first. Other than one of these Blu-rays that cost me $5.99, the rest of the stuff costs $2.99 or less. So, first item here, most expensive of all, but I got this from Game Shack in downtown Toronto. It's in the atrium by the Eden Center. Sorry about that. And they usually have decent prices on their stuff there. And I found this here with the DVDs. It is the Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3, the complete series, and it was just $9.99. I never ever come across any of these sort of classic Nintendo series in various thrift stores. I just never ever have seen them. So when I saw it for $10, I thought, sure, why not? If I remember correctly, this came out just before the oh God, which game was it? Super Mario Bros. 3, of course. I think the series came out before or alongside the show, so they produced it without knowing the exact details of the game. So all the Koopa kids have different names or something like that, if I remember correctly. But yeah, was really happy to find that for $9.99. The only other DVD that I got is a movie that I honestly don't even remember if I have it on DVD already, but this was a pretty good edition of it. Nice case on it as well. It is a copy of The Breakfast Club on DVD, like I said. And I like the slipcover on it as well. And even when you open it, it gives you a little bit of information on the movie as well. So it's kind of nice as well. And that was just $2.99 from the thrift store that's down the street from me. And while I was there, I also found this Blu-ray here. And to get this for $2.99, I thought was a decent deal. They also had the rest of the movies in this series in a DVD sort of box set, but half of the DVDs were missing, and they wanted like $6.99 for it, so I didn't grab it. It's Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. So yeah, they had all the other movies in a collection, but yeah, half the discs were missing, so it wouldn't have been a decent deal to get that. But I had no idea that this was actually on 3 discs. Like, it has the movie on the first disc, special features on the second, and then I'm assuming the DVD version as well. I think that's the DVD version included as well in the end. So that's, again, pretty nice. Now, on another day, I went to one of the other Value Village locations that I don't go to as often, and I saw this movie on Blu-ray, and I saw that it was also the director's cut, and it has something like 24 minutes of extra runtime, so there's a whole bunch more added to this movie. Even though it is already a long movie, as is, an extra 24 minutes is still a decent chunk of time to add to it. I personally like this movie, even though lots of people have their complaints about this movie. I still very much so enjoyed it, and I saw it twice in the theaters when it came out. The movie that I'm talking about is Watchmen, and it's a director's cut, like I said, and I paid $5.99 for that at a Value Village, and I haven't had a chance to watch this version of it yet, see what exactly they've added to it, but now that I'm looking at it, there's also a digital copy of it as well, and I wonder if that'll still be accessible. I never figured out if digital copies that are on a disc in a case like this actually do work, or if you can only do it in combination with that and like the code. Like, I don't know how that works exactly, but I'll see. Maybe it'll still work. As for the rest of the stuff that I got, like I said at the beginning of this video, I also got a bunch of laser discs. Now, I got 2 of these at a BMV bookstore. There are a couple locations around the city, and this one here had a couple of laser discs, but nothing too special, and they really haven't gotten much else in recently. But this is what I decided to grab from them. They had for $2.99 this movie here, Memories of Me. I don't know what it is exactly, but it looked like a pretty weird comedy. On the back, it has one of the characters in like a lobster suit. So let's see what that's about. The next one is Urban Cowboy, and that was actually, looking at it now, $3.99. I don't know, when I saw this, I just saw John Travolta, and I'm like, you know what? John Travolta in the 70s and 80s, decent enough. John Travolta in the 90s and after, questionable, at least in my opinion. Now, as for these other Laserdiscs that I got these all from the same Value Village where I found the copy of Watchmen on Blu-ray. They were, of course, mixed in with the records, as they usually are in thrift stores. And they were priced at just $1.99 each, which is a definite plus. There were a couple other ones there as well, but they were, for some reason, there was one that was just part of a movie, and it didn't look like it belonged to like a larger set or anything. Just for whatever reason, they split the movie into 2 releases. Kind of weird for back then, but who knows? These are the ones that I ended up getting, and definitely some interesting ones here. The first one is the Four Feathers. First, I read that as Four Fathers, but yep, it is Four Feathers. The next movie is Butterfly. This one here is a pretty sick and twisted movie, but also kind of interesting there. It has Orson Welles in a very weird minor role, very late on in his life. I think it should have been a couple of years before he died, but I don't remember exactly. And it basically involves the main character, this girl here, using her feminine wiles to get her way or so with the men in her life. And I tried sugarcoating that, but it's a lot worse than you might think. The next movie is Quaxer's Fortune. Yeah, Quaxer's Fortune has a cousin in the Bronx. I think this is also supposed to be some kind of a romantic comedy. And the only reason why I grabbed this here is because it's Gene Wilder and Margot Kidder, both actors that I like, and definitely at the top of their careers at this point. So it was a definite buy for me, especially for just $1.99. Now, the last movie that I got here, definitely a must-have, I suppose. It is the Criterion Collection version of The Lady Vanishes, one of Hitchcock's earlier movies. I believe this one's from the 30s, but I don't entirely remember. Not to say that this Laserdisc here is from the 30s, but the movie itself is from the 30s, if not early 40s. But honestly, I can't remember right now. And definitely gonna pop that in sometime soon and go ahead and watch that. But that's what I got. A whole bunch of Laserdiscs, a couple of DVDs, and a couple of Blu-rays to add to the collection. I've been having more luck lately finding different forms of media like this, and I'm very happy to add some of these to my collection, and just sort of happy to add anything really to my collection. Lately, it's been getting really hard in thrift stores, but at least, like I said, for DVDs and such, I'm getting some luck right now. But yeah, that's it. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Check out my Facebook, Twitter, and website. They're all linked in the description below, and also linked in the description below is a link to my 500 subscribers contest. Check that out as well if you'd like. And that's it. See ya.